Everyone, come all to the nightcap. I'm your host, Carolina Sanchez, and I invite you to the circus. Tonight, we're not discussing clowns or animals. Instead, we're talking about the performers. We've had exotic dancers, we've had burlesque dancers, we've even had strippers. But what about circus performers? What's it like? Well, step right up and let's get into it.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
So we've invited some friends who are part of the circus, and actually I don't even know the first thing about this life, so I'm happy they're here. We've got Bailey Bunny, who's been on the show before and performed, and you're here to perform again. Yes, we've got Castle, and we've got Nikki Knockout. So you guys are part of the circus life. Would you consider that a lifestyle, a career? What is?
Both.
Both, yeah, definitely.
Definitely both?
Definitely both.
So what exactly do you guys do at the circus?
I mean, I do a lot of things. I'm an aerialist, juggler, fire performer, a little bit of contortion, and then I also like produce and manage as well.
Wow.
Like shows.
Okay, so you fill a lot of...
Yeah, and write shows, like scripts and all that. Love it.
Oh, wow. Okay, that sounds like a lot of work, but
yes.
Exciting. Castle, what do you do?
I do fire for the most part, burlesque shows or boylesque shows, as well as capturing media. So I also capture the media for a lot of fire stuff.
Wow. And Bailey, what do you do?
I'm a prop artist and fire artist. I'm an aerialist and a dancer as well. I choreograph. But I started hooping, like doing the fire thing was like the first thing I ever did. What that got me started in everything. So
It was hula hooping.
Yep.
And then you just moved your way into
I was
circus
14
performing?
the first time that I saw a hula hooper, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love that so much. I want to be like her. I want to do that. And I actually forgot about it. And then whenever I ran away from home and I was traveling, I met tons and tons of carnies and people on circuit with different like Renaissance festivals, and all of these people did all of these different props, and it was just from there I just kind of like...
You literally ran away and joined the circus, which you hear about all the time.
To a degree.
Okay, so around 14-ish you started. What about Castle, Nikki Knockout? How did you guys join the circus?
I started about 6 years ago. I started through like what they call like the Burning Man culture. Went to like Burning Man and kind of learned from some people out there. I was doing Kung Fu before that, so I kind of knew the motions already. So
Kung Fu to circus. Interesting.
Yeah.
And Nikki, what about you?
I started about 10 years ago. I was modeling first and go-go dancing, and then I had a friend. Actually went to like the World Body Paint Festival in Austria, like as a model, but she was there, and she was an aerialist and contortionist, and we became really good friends. And then she like taught me some classes, and I became obsessed. And I took like classes like 3 days a week for like years, and then eventually like started realizing I could do it professionally and like make money doing it. And then I like quit my bartending job and I started doing full time, and then I just like dove like face first into it. And then I picked up fire, and then I picked up juggling and then mermaiding. Like I did an underwater show for a while in Florida. I just like dove into like everything I could and just started meeting people and getting really like obsessed with everything and like needing that dopamine hit of like learning new things.
I mean, what's it like? Because I feel like the circus, when you think about the circus, especially big ones, you know, the ones with the elephants and all the animals in those acts. I don't know how different it is where you guys perform, but it seems very taxing. Like it's day after day having to perform, and you guys are...
I just like had a like 4-hour aerial day Saturday, and like all day Sunday I just slept. Like I couldn't do anything because it was so exhausting, like the day before, like an entire work day.
Were you in the air for 4 hours? Basically?
Yeah, like I had one gig where I did 2 hours, and then like in the sun, like outside. I mean, it's ambient, so it's like on and off, like you take breaks. Like I'll do like a 15-minute set, and it's like, it's more chill than like a choreography.
Yeah.
Like there's like difference between ambient and choreo, like spotlight performance.
Okay.
But it's still like exhausting and hard. But I mean, I can just flow a little more and be more free form. And then I did a birthday party, 2 more hours, and then a fire show. But
Okay.
yeah.
So, I mean, is this work like you guys are actually at a circus like that, or is it like you're hired for different gigs, or what's it like? Like, I'm imagining like Cirque du Soleil or Barnum and Bailey.
People have productions, they have visions and things that they want to put on to entertain people, and they call out weirdos like us to come and make whatever their production is look really super awesome.
Yeah. It's just like a little Hobbit festival. It was really cute.
A Hobbit festival?
Yeah, like yesterday, it was like a bunch of D&D like nerds, and I had like it's called a lollipop lira, so it's like a ring on a pole, which I thought was really perfect because it's like the ring,
Yeah.
the Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit festival. Yeah, and then a birthday party at like a really nice, expensive house like later on that night. So they just wanted some circus entertainment because the theme was like masquerade.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to hire you guys for an event where they've showcased
do it all.
either fire or dancing or aerial, they can call you guys.
Yep.
It's not that you have to go to.
And if
This
we don't
traveling
have
circus.
the act that they're looking for, we know someone who does.
Yeah.
Is it a very tight-knit community, would
Oh,
you say?
yeah.
Very much so.
Everybody knows everybody, and I mean, like, you can't really meet one person without meeting everybody else, because
Gotcha.
I mean, when they congregate, it's
Yeah.
all
and when
of
there's
us.
somewhere new, I'm like, hey, how do I not know you? Like,
Right.
This is weird.
Yeah, like, how did you know this person for 6 years and I'm just meeting you today? Like,
No, well, usually they like just moved here or something.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, like newer to the community, but yeah.
Do you feel like it's a family,
for sure.
a circus family, basically?
Definitely a family.
What is it
Yeah.
There's love in fighting.
Yeah,
It's definitely a family.
Like,
What kind of
is it?
fighting is there? Like, is there competition between performers?
Fortunately.
Kind of. I mean, they try to hide it, mask it behind the idea of like, we do it for the love, but everybody does it because
For
they
the
love.
bag.
Yeah. We do it to be great at it. And
Yes,
we
no,
all,
that too.
you know, artists all kind of have their
Yeah.
Ego.
They've got their egos. Okay, I want to get into this ego and
Yeah.
the bag. But first, we're going to hand it over to the Ed Experience coming up because he's going to make a mojito. And it's a classic one, so stick around.
Hey, welcome back to the Ed Experience. This is Ed Warner, and tonight I'm going to show you how to make a mojito the way they make it in Cuba. Okay, so if you've gone to your local bar, you're probably used to someone throwing some mint leaves in a glass, beating the hell out of it, and then pouring lime juice and soda over it. Well, here's how we're going to do it now, where you get a lot of all the flavors. So I'm going to take mint leaves, a bunch of mint leaves, and if you notice, I'm taking the leaves off of the stalk so that you get no bitterness. And then here's your key. I'm going to take about 3 bar spoons worth of sugar, granulated sugar, and I'm going to put it right on the leaves. Now, what people are doing when they muddle is they're trying to extract the mint oils out of the leaves. But what I'm going to do is, if you see, I'm pressing the mint against the side of the glass with the sugar. And I don't know if you can see it, but those leaves are being covered with sugar. And the mint, on the same token, is being incorporated in the mint. In the sugar itself. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some lime juice, about an ounce of lime juice. Lime juice is very tart and is very powerful, so you don't need a lot of lime juice, only about a half an ounce. And then I'm going to continue to incorporate that mint with the lime. Now, I'm going to leave my spoon in the glass and add ice. And I'm going to stir the mint up around to loosen it up. And now I'm going to add my rum. Again, I like to make adult drinks, so I'm using about 2 ounces. And remember, a strong drink isn't necessarily a good drink. And again, I'm gonna loosen up my mint, because one of the things, if you're used to ordering mojitos, you're used to your glass looking like dishwater. So we're not gonna have that. I'm gonna add some more ice and then top it off with sparkling water. My preference of choice is Topo Chico because the effervescence is so pronounced. And then again, instead of, now what I could do, if you notice, your mojito has whole mint leaves floating around, not a bunch of chopped refuse. I'm gonna take a nice bouquet of mint, open it up, and break off some of the stems. And then I'm gonna bring out the flower, the essence by tapping it on the back of my hand. Yum. And then putting a nice bouquet of mint in my mojito. So I'm gonna just put all that right in the mojito. And there you go. Classic mojito.
Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking about the art of circus performance. We've got Bailey Bunny, Castle, and Nikki Knockout here. Before we left, we were talking about egos in the bag. Obviously, it's a family. We all get along. We all want everyone to thrive, but a lot of people do the same things. And it seems like everybody can do a lot. Like you guys listed quite a list of things that you guys can put together. How do you come out in front, right? You want to get booked for as many gigs as possible to get the bag. So how are you able to advertise yourself to be chosen as the aerialist or the fire artist, etc.,
Well,
ahead of anyone else?
I would say it's the exact same way that the three of us are on here talking with you today. We talk to people, we move around, we put our name out there, we advertise, we put content on social media, and we constantly just throw out any content by us with our name on it that we can, you know? It's like establishing a brand.
24/7 brand building, content creating, and then going out and actually performing.
Yeah. It's like going to the gym. It's like, if you didn't take a video, did you even do it?
Did you actually work out? So what is the bag like? Is it better to go to a production where it's specifically like a circus, or is it better to be booked for a birthday party or the Renaissance Festival?
All of it.
But yeah, it depends.
You have to do it all, I believe.
In order to
As an
sustain
artist,
yourself.
to really be sustainable, I believe you have to do a little bit of all of it.
You have to be malleable, you have to be able to take what is given to you, you know what I mean? And I feel like, especially upcoming artists, I mean, we can't really be picky, you know what I mean? Especially new artists for exposure, you know what I mean? And so it does get a little rocky at that point, you know, because not everybody is willing to do everything, you know. Some people may not like to do parties or something.
There's parties that you can do down to like a birthday party, all the way leading up to a gala. Like I've done a gala for someone at a civic center, right?
Gotcha.
For like the city officials. But I've also done like a small child's birthday party. But there also might be like a kink fest. That's a huge part of our business. Is like it kind of bleeds into a lot of things.
Yeah, kink sounds kinky. So are you performing naked? Are you among like sex happening while you're performing kind of thing?
Typically down to pasties and like thongs at least, at the very least. Like, I mean, we are in like Houston still, so that is like, if you're in an establishment, you have to cover all the bits.
The bits.
I wouldn't say it's necessarily like portraying sex, more as it's maybe like risque, you know what I mean? Like
kind of
body
teasing
positive.
and provocative.
we're, you know, like we're different, we're freaks, we're comfortable with our bodies.
Yeah. Yeah, and it being exposed, I guess, it like also helps people like being more comfortable in their own too.
Gotcha.
Seeing
And-
like performance and that in the bus.
You guys kind of
so
set
to
the
speak.
tone, set the mood.
Yeah.
Like, they're fine, they're great, they're doing amazing acts, and
Yeah,
Here
I mean,
am.
and seeing people in a little more, or a little less clothing, I should say, I think makes everyone feel more comfortable.
Right.
Are there people who are just like, absolutely not, I'm not doing King Fest. I'd rather
for sure.
go with
Oh, yeah.
traveling.
For sure.
This one time, I worked a gig where I was doing the lollipop, and I had on this like bikini top and like thong high-waisty bottoms. I came out of the dressing room for the first time, and there was a girl and her boyfriend sitting at a vendor's table, and whenever I walked by, she literally covered his eyes as I walked by, and
What
I
kind of
just,
event was it?
it was somebody's birthday party, and it was at this like rock and roll like venue, and it was just kind of bewildering.
We're basically like a character for the night. What character
kind
are
of
you?
What are they
character
looking
are we
for?
playing?
What's the
Gotcha.
crowd
Yes.
wanting?
And you guys mentioned the Ren Fest. Now, we've all heard the rumors about Renaissance Festival and how crazy they get at
What
night.
rumors?
Oh, yeah.
Are you guys
Those are the
involved in any of that
patrons,
wonderful?
though.
Oh, that's just the patrons, so it's
Yeah.
not performers.
So there's like the festival, but then, yeah, there's like the patrons camping, which is, but yeah, you do a lot of the patron stuff too.
I do,
yeah, I see a
blend-
smile. I see a smile.
I blend on
I
both
go on
sides.
both sides.
Let me know
I'm
if
like
these
on the,
rumors are true rumors.
I'm on the one side. He's on like
The rumors are somewhat true, but they don't tell you all the fun.
I've heard
Okay,
y'all,
what
I've
is
heard
the
y'all
fun?
spinning
What's the
fire
fun,
naked
boo-boo?
out there.
Give us a little snippet about the fun.
So there's major shows that happen during Ren Fair, and there's Ren Fair, what everybody goes to pay for, and they see it. But what they don't see is during the patron time is when you get to see
Yeah.
some of the best circus performers, some of the greatest people that perform and do whatever they do, whether it's best DJs, and it's all like free. It's kind of given to
What-
you. It's right in front of your face.
I would say I have the other side, so I'm in the show on the side where you would like pay to come in during the daytime.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
in my
he's
younger
talking
years,
about the camp.
in my younger years, I would go to the outside and
camp,
the
yeah.
camp after hours, so where everybody's camping. And now I am working 12 hours out there, like 4 shows a day. Like I don't get the energy. I don't have the energy.
It's not free to camp anymore.
It's not free to camp anymore.
I mean, it's not free to camp. I mean, the shows.
The show is
Shows are
free.
free.
You
Yeah,
pay
if
for
you're
the
camping
camping.
there, yes, because the performers will go and just run around to all of the. There's a whole bunch of different established camps, Defiance, Call of Booty, Camp What.
Call of Booty.
Yep, that's the
Yeah,
pirate
we do
camp.
naked Jenga.
That's actually where all my
Literally.
fair family
Like
is.
human Jenga?
What's yeah,
Naked
like,
Jenga. So
Naked Jenga.
these giant Jenga blocks, and if you knock the tower over, you have to reset the whole
strip-
Jenga
it's like
block
strip Jenga.
naked.
Wow.
It was raining when I lost.
Oh no! You got a performance for us.
Yes,
You're back at
ma'am.
it. We don't have a pole this time, but we do have a hoop, right? Awesome. Well, stick around because coming up, we get a performance, baby. We'll be right back. Wow, man, Castle got down with that fire, baby. That looked good. But we still have a performance here by Bailey Bunny. You got some hula-in to do, baby, so take it away. Cheers to y'all. Stick around. We'll see you tomorrow.
Missed out on the nightcap? Well, head on over to our YouTube page and catch up with Carolina.
You can watch full episodes anytime you want. And don't forget to share it with your friends, because we got to keep the conversation flowing.
If you're confident in yourself, who can stop you?
Ding dong, titties.
We're not looking to hurt the sisters.
Gotcha.
But you know, we can get men pretty big.
Why, do I look disgusting?
No!
Also, fellas, the toy is not your enemy, it's your teammate.
Tag it in. Join us weeknights on Fox 26 at 11:30 and anytime on Fox Soul.